Noel Park area of Wood Green, looking after the garden in Noel Park. They just nominate me as a group of young children from the schools and ordinary just park people walk in and out on Tuesdays and Saturdays. We do a garden session. The project really is to develop the garden in such a way that will attract other local people, because I'm also part of the Haringey Park.
So I'm an award manager, responsibility for coordinating learning support across the south of the country. But for me, part of it is about award winners generating money so that they're self-sustaining and that they're not the prisoners, if you like, of grant funding. But part of it really is that there's so many people we meet that want to make a buck and also have a burning desire to change the world. You have a value to me, and yet you need to understand that value to yourself. And really the bit of work around that is getting people to think about what they're already good at and what they do already that's good. Maybe nothing to do with their project or their venture. It may be the fact that they've brought up children, or they own a house, or they have written a book, or they play football very well, whatever it is.
We have a toilet bowl and we pass it round and we say to people, take between 1 and 5 pieces. And the purpose of that is, if you take 1 piece, I'll ask you for 1 piece of information. If you take 5, I want 5.
I had this idea that I wanted to do projects with the elderly in my area. I won £4,070. Well, the target is to link in with my business, which is a vintage tea company. I do vintage cream teas to people's doors or venues. And the idea is that because the target audience are the over 55 for my vintage tea business, that I make connections with those, and then moving forward, they will book me for their 80th or 90th or ultimately their funeral.
Okay.
Well, if they've got the vision and the idea, you'd hope that they've got the personality to move it forward. So they need to look for funding areas where they could go and approach and really give their application some thought, and just add the edge that's going to make people want. For me, it's my passion. When I met my mentor for the first time, before I actually got the funding, I waffled on and on, but I did it with such passion and glee in my face that I think it brushed off. I can tell when I'm talking about my project.
Today's been quite inspiring for me, actually, like listening to other people and being quite responsive and accepting. It's massive, helping ex-offenders resettle into the community. So the Crossroads story, based on my own personal story, I've worn the t-shirt, been there, and understand all the barriers that are out there and the discrimination, especially trying to get into employment and get into work. Estimates are £7 to £10 million. That's what the Ministry of Justice are telling us. It needs more positive role models. Perhaps people like myself, 9 million people out there have got some kind of criminal conviction. It's about changing people's minds, because I think if people listen to personal stories like mine, of actually, I was empowered by meeting people along my journey that actually helped me recognise the issues that I've got to actually change my life for the better. And my advice to people would be, use your local borough council. They will have a community development worker who can be an immense resource. They will have all that local intelligence. They will tell you which agencies to go and see.